Good morning, students. In our last class, we have completed the lesson environment. We have completed the lesson grammar and vocabulary part of the lesson environment in our last class. So today we are moving to the B reading, and it is a poem, and the name of the poem is Or Will the Dreamer Awake? So if you see in your textbooks, or will the dreamer wake? So the poem name is Or Will the Dreamer Wake? So if you see in your textbook, Or will the dreamer wake? Out in the east the jungle listens. The tigress plaintive growls in pain. The great trees hear her breathing, shaking inside her still. The new lives wait. These cubs could be the last ones ever to freely live and roam and mate. Our grandchild knows the tiger never. Or will the dreamer wake? Far in the north, the white bear snuffles down in her lair the gleaming snow. She waits for all the life she's making outside the crashing glaciers grow. These cubs could be the last cubs ever to freely live and roam and mate. Our grandchild knows the white bear never. Or will the dreamer wake? There in the west the song thrush warbles. She waves her nest to hold her clutch. A long wait now to find a partner. The eggs are laid, there are not much. These chicks could be the last ones ever, the last to fly and sing and mate. Our grandchild knows the song thrush never. Or will the dreamer wake? Deep in oceans, south the whale swims. Her song of her song of birthing fills the seas. Thousands of creatures wait the moment, the salmon birth that they will see. This child could sing the final whale song, the last to make the oceans shake. Our grandchild never hears its mystery. Or will the dreamer wake? Here in the center, four directions gather. The path ahead leads up or down. Is this our last bright new world birthing? Is this our waving as we drown? This could be our last true moment, knowing the truth or our choices make. Our grandchild asks, that was the moment, and did the dreamer wake? So, this poem is written by Medora Chevalier. So, in this poem, what did you understand? She is speaking about the tigers, polar bears, and the whales, means the sharks and the shark in the river, in the oceans. So she is talking about the extincting species on the earth. So what do the poet actually feel is, see here. Out in the east, the jungle listens. So she is telling that out in the east, the jungle is listening. The tigress Plaintive means sad. Plaintive means sad. Growls in pain. Growls means makes a low sound in the throat as a sign of anger. Even I think you have observed, even not only as we can't see tigers uh, regularly. I'm giving you an example. Even if a dog in our street or in our house, if it is little bit anger, it will give a sound, means it will growl. Even the same here, the tigress in sadness, she is making some sounds in her throat as a sign of anger. And the great trees hear her breathing shaking inside her still, and the new lives wait. So the cubs, these cubs could be the last ones ever. So the poet is trying to tell that the cubs of this tigress was the last ones, because as the species of tigers are getting extinct, so she's telling maybe these cubs are the last ones who freely live and roam and meet. And also she's telling that our grandchildren knows the tiger never. Even we also, some species which our parents have seen, now we are not seeing them because they are extinct. So the poet is telling that even in future our children and grandchildren also may not find these species. So, or will the dreamer wake? Here, who is the dreamer means? Dreamer means the human being. So, who has to protect these species? We. It is our everyone's duty. It is the duty of the human being to protect these extincting species. So, she's telling that though this much is happening, will the dreamer wake? Means, will the dreamer wake means, will the human beings realize the mistakes what is done by us and why these animals are getting extinct. So see here, far in the north with white bear snuffles. Snuffles means to breathe noisily. So far in the north, the white bear is breathing noisily. Down in her lair, lair means a place where wild animals live. So down in her lair, the gleaming means shining softly. So the place where these bears live, there these snow is shining softly, and she waits for all the life she is making. And outside, the crashing glaciers grow. Glacier means a large mass of ice which usually moves slowly down a mountain. So outside means as she is living in her cave, you may accept it as cave where they live. Outside, the crashing glaciers are growing, and these cubs could be the last cubs ever. Even the cubs of the white bear also may be the last cubs ever. Means that the poet is telling not only the tigers but also these white bears. These bear cubs are also the last cubs to freely roam and mate. And again she is telling that our grandchild knows the white bear never. Even they can't know the white bears, what the white bears are. So, or will the dreamer wake? She's telling that whether the dreamer will wake or not. So, there in the west, the song thrush warbles. Warbles means to sing with a high, continuous but quickly changing sounds. So she weaves her nest to hold her clutch, means grip or hold. So here what they are telling is, in the west the song thrush warbles. So she, what did this bird do? It weaves her nest to hold her clutch. A long wait now to find a partner. And the eggs are laid. So the eggs are laid, and there are not much. These chicks could be the last ones. Even the poet is telling that even these birds' eggs also may be the last ones ever to fly and sing and mate. So, not only the tigers and the white bears, but also this bird whose chicks will be the last to fly and sing and mate. So, again, she is telling that even this bird also, our grandchild, may not know how the song thrush means how the song of the thrush would be. Our grandchildren will not know, and whether now also whether the human being realizes or not. So, see the next. Deep in ocean south, the whale swims. Her song of birthing fills the seasons. So, what the poet is telling here is deep in the oceans of south, the whales, you all know what are whales. So, the whale swims. Her song of birthing fills means the process of giving birth to a baby. So it fills the seas with her process of giving birth to the baby, and thousands of creatures wait that moment. And the Solomon birth means very serious and not happy. So the Solomon birth that they will see, this child could sing the final whale song, the last to make the oceans shake. Even not only the tigers, white bears, and trash bird, but also these whales also will extinct if we don't protect them. So even she's telling that even about these whales also our grandchildren will not know. So even at least now the dreamer has to wake. Here in the center, four directions gather. We all have four directions: south, west, east, west, north, south. So she is telling in the center, means in the center of these four directions gather. The path ahead leads up or down, means in the center it may lead up or down. Is this our last bright new world birthing? So she is telling whether is this our last world which is giving birth brightly. Is this our waving as we drown? And this could be our last true moment, knowing the truth our choices make. So she is telling that even this could be our last true moment, knowing the truth our choices make. So she is telling that our grandchildren ask, that was the moment, and did the dreamer wake? Then our grandchildren may ask us that in that moment did the dreamer wake? So it is a very beautiful poem written by Medora Chevalier. So what is the overall summary of this poem is the poem Or Will the Dreamer Wake, written by Medora Chevalier, gives us the true picture of several animals and birds on the verge of extinction. Each stanza of the poem ends with the question, or will the dreamer wake? The question is who this dreamer is. It is the human being who is not worried about the environmental conditions. In her poem, Medora Chevalier primarily focused on the present endangered species like tiger, polar bear, thrush bird, and whale. She expressed how animals would become extinct if they are not protected. In her approach, it is very clear that we know the above mentioned species, but for the next generations, that species will be dreamer, wake species as they are a few in number at present. If we do not protect the endangered species, it will be like our waving as we drown, and it will be our last true moment. So the poet is clear that the present day human beings did not wake up to respond to protect the endangered species even now by saying, and did the dreamer wake? So it is a very beautiful poem written about the endangered species in the world. So I think you all have understood this poem. If you have any doubts, you can message me. We'll be continuing the remaining part of the lesson in the next session. Thank you. Have a good day.